sis, you can't. Respect people's pronouns, drink your water, go on a walk. Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm coming at you with another video. This video is going to be about what do Christian teens struggle with. Maybe if you're curious, maybe if you are a Christian teen, or whatever the case may be, I'm going to answer your questions. And let's get into it. We're gonna keep this video short and sweet because my phone does not have that much space and I have class in the morning, and there's people right behind this beautiful vine wall and I don't want to disturb them. So the first question I got, we're starting off a little spicy, you know. It says, is it hard to wait till marriage? Are you following this? And how can I get my partner to follow this? So we got a 3-in-1 question. So the question is, let's start with the first question. Am I following this? I am following this. I've been following this since I've been in the womb. And I'm still following to this day. Long story short, I came to this conclusion about last year. I had never done it before, but at the same time, I wasn't really serious about my faith like that. I was just kind of Christian because I was raised that way. And I didn't come to this decision until I read my Bible. And yeah, I am waiting. Is it hard to wait till marriage? My personal experience, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. There are days when I just want to walk away from my whole faith and be like, what the heck? This is so freaking complicated, and 95% of the people in the world don't do this, and you feel alone because it's like people they can't relate. A lot of people can't relate. And you know, just being a person, you know, people have feelings and hormones and all these type of things, but it's like you're not supposed to get into those things, so it's like you're supposed to go against your own flesh. So, but sometimes it's not difficult because I don't have to worry about getting pregnant or STDs, so I mean, that's a good part of it. So if you're considering waiting, I think that's a really good part. You know what I'm trying to say. And the last part of this question says, how can I get my partner to do this? Sis, you can't. You cannot. The only person that can get your partner to wait is your partner, and your partner has to come to that decision based on what he wants to do, and it can't be based off of what you want, because at the end of the day, a man has to make his own decision, and the only way he's gonna come to that decision that he wants to wait is through God. There are few men out there who actually wait until marriage that are not Christian, and I feel like at the end of the day, the Bible talks about being equally yoked and how that's important in a marriage. And you know, if you have someone that's not willing to wait, don't waste your time and try to convince them. You know, just say, you know, I wish you well, I hope you have a good life, and then find someone that's willing to wait for you and willing to go through that battle with you, because if your current partner isn't, I'm sorry sis, but you gotta cut them loose. So our next question comes from my beautiful sister, and she said, why are older Christians so judgmental? And she really wrote this question for me and not for her. Well, that's what the Q&A is about, but she really wrote this for me. She doesn't struggle with this. She knows I struggle with this. Older Christians that are judgmental are like my biggest pet peeve in the church, because I feel like they're the reason that so many young people are turning away from the church. I mean, you always hear the older people in the church talking about, oh, don't wear this, don't sleep with this person, and they did everything that they're telling you not to do. And I think I like to believe that it comes from a good place and they want you to make better decisions than they did, but at the end of the day, it doesn't come off as that, you know. It comes off as judgmental and hypocritical. So I mean, yeah, that's my answer. And if you're dealing with judgmental Christians and they're older and it's a part of making you resent your faith, I would just say ignore it, because unfortunately, you always get that older lady who cannot do her hair and wears old rusty dusty clothes and wants to say something, and you know, you gotta deal with it. I'm sorry. Just ignore it and pray for her, and you know, put off the bad vibes. Just be like, no bad vibes today. I'm not having it. So question number 3 says, what's something you've overcome being a child of God, and how do you overcome it? Something that I've overcome being a child of God is I used to be very sheltered. I was raised Christian. I didn't really do a lot of things outside of school and church, and as a result, I became very fearful of just the world around me, and even moving out of my dorm is like a miracle and a testimony that I would love to share sometime on my channel. But I would just say a lot of my fears, I got over my fear of needles, getting my COVID shot, and moving out is probably my biggest thing right now, because I'm living proof that if God has something in the plans for you, He will prepare it for you, period, point blank. And even if you think you're not ready at the time, point being, like, God will always prepare you for the task ahead of you, you know? So, I guess I overcame it by trusting God, reading my Bible, getting counseling just for my friends, and even seeing a therapist, you know? So yeah, that's how I overcame it. So the last question on my list is, are you a neo-Christian or a traditional Christian? And I didn't know what this was at first. I thought he was talking about with the little Neopets that be in the mall, but this is a story for another time. Apparently a neo-Christian is somebody who believes that God is non-binary and He does not use he, him pronouns. Traditional Christians believe that God is a man, He uses he, him pronouns. And honestly, I just see myself as a Christian, but in this sense, I would see myself as a traditional Christian, because I feel like He uses he, him pronouns in the Bible, if that really is His book, you know? He's a him, he's a man. Anyway, respect people's pronouns, drink your water, go on a walk. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys have any other questions, my DMs are open, my comments are open. Please subscribe. Subscribe and join the fam. We're trying to reach 100 subs, which is very little, but we gotta start from somewhere. I'm trying to do videos mostly about different cultures and my faith. I'm really into that type of social aspect of the world, and I would love if you guys were a part of my journey. So thank you so much for watching my video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.